Is it safe to trust women nowadays? Wait till you guys see this story I have for you. You will not believe this. Now, before we get into this clip, I want to let you guys know where I got this from. I got this from Stephen Barnett on Instagram. Really big YouTuber, really big podcast. He has a guest on his show that's sharing his story about his marriage, and oh my God. Let's get into it. Wait, before we do that, I want you to join the conversation, comment your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and let's get into it. Wait, before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel. So here we go.
I know there's something that I need to tell you. And I said, is it bad? And she said, yes. And I said, is it about the marriage? And she said yes.
Now, as a man, you really start thinking like, wait, something's bad about our marriage, right? Like this will send you into like a panic attack. Like, oh my gosh, you bent down on one knee. The commitment that you've given to this one woman. Oh my gosh, let's continue.
And then we began to drive back, and I had this sinking feeling in me. And we drove for about 5 minutes in silence, and then I went to put my hand on her lap, and she said, don't touch me, because you won't want to after I've told you what's happened.
Oh my God. Crash out time? I don't know. Let's continue.
And that's whenever it drops. And I remember that 10-minute drive back home then felt like an eternity. Okay. I was just looking out the window. And we got home. We got into the house, into the kitchen, and I was standing by the kitchen table, hands rested on it, and I said, what's happened? And she said, I've been having an affair with a man from work. God. And I remember just tears began to stream. I didn't move, completely motionless.
Now, this is a lucky woman. She's lucky that this man just stood there with tears falling. Because, I mean, like, this is like when you know you finna hear something bad or receive some type of punishment, the longer you have to wait on the actual consequence or figuring out what's going on or what's going wrong or whatever, the anxiety that builds up from that. Oh my gosh, this woman is lucky twice. He did not crash out, but let's continue.
Tears began to stream. And then she said, and that's not all.
What?
And she said, I'm pregnant with this child. And in that moment, I felt like I lost a lot. You know, I'd lost my wife. I'd lost the life we created. I'd lost the dog, our home, my parents-in-law, her family, everything that I'd really held dear. If someone said, what makes a meaningful life? I would have described these things.
Oh my gosh. His wife had an affair or was having an affair and got pregnant. See, this is the problem with women being out in the streets. This is also the problem with a woman being accessible. Now, with this man being a doctor, I can almost see why this happened. The reason why is because there's going to be something that this woman complains about. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do or don't do. There will be something. If you have a lot of time, you probably don't have a lot of money. And if you have a lot of money, you probably don't have a lot of time. So that is something already off the back that this woman can complain about. Him not having enough time, him not being there, him not giving her the emotional support that she actually needs. This is so scandalous that I don't even know how this woman is looking herself in the mirror every day. But here's the funny thing. When I usually hear a story like this is usually coming from a woman. And I've dealt with a few women. It seemed like it was back to back to back. When the woman got cheated on, the boyfriend got another woman pregnant. Right? That's usually the story I hear. So for this to actually be flipped around, this is crazy to me because women don't really understand what a man has to sacrifice to get in a relationship. So to build all of these things up just to lose it all because this woman wanted some passionate sex. This woman wanted someone brand new. She wanted somebody new to just beat the brakes off. Most men are going to go through some form of heartbreak. But while you're going through this form of heartbreak, this is where you rebuild yourself, because you're going to hear everything. You're going to hear some people be on your side. You're going to hear some people just be cold and callous to you. Here are the statements that you're going to hear that will actually pick you up. It just may take some time. Get over it. Leave her alone. Move on. You're a man. Move on. Just pay it, right? All the things that you're hearing, you don't want to hear them at that time. Now, as you start to heal from this, all of those things will make sense. And then these sayings will make even more sense. It was just your turn. This woman did you a favor. Now, you got to think, how is this woman doing me a favor by cheating on me, getting pregnant? She's getting rid of herself. She's taking a burden off your back. She's taking weight and stress off your shoulders. There were even women in the comments that were saying, oh my gosh, this woman did you a favor. You didn't lose her, she lost you. Like, this was one of those times where I was like, dang, I ain't really seen too many men receive this kind of sympathy. A lot of men will be called insecure, but this woman cheated with someone who she works with. So the reasons why I'm responding to this video is because this is something that men are going to experience. Now, I don't know if the woman's going to end up pregnant every single time, but in today's day where loyalty is not high on a woman's resume, you're going to run into this. And this is not something that's new, but it sucks every single time you hear it, because in our minds, we're thinking, oh my gosh, this woman is pure. This woman is great. This woman is amazing, right? We think that, and then So the reason why I'm responding to this is because men get called insecure. A lot of men have had their hearts broken and are feeling like, what the hell is the point of getting into a relationship? I'm starting to see that relationships are short term. I'm talking about committed relationships, right? Where you have a partner that you're having sex with. Now, here's what I constantly say. Men don't really want marriage. Men want sex. Now, if a man wants children and family and all of those type of things, then marriage makes sense to him. It makes sense in his mind. But as we see here and as we constantly see across the internet,
the ideal number of men to have in your rotation. No such thing as ideal number. The absolute wrong number would be 1. Okay, don't do that to yourself.
Women don't think the same way, especially after she has that child. Her mind is literally going to change when it comes to you. Whatever she thought about you is completely going to change. There will be some changes you will experience. This is why you guys hear me talk about postpartum. This is why I also say men should receive a reward for dealing with women, because having to deal with a period every month, if that woman has a child, dealing with postpartum, and then, oh my gosh, dealing with menopause, oh my God, you don't know what you're in for. But the number one reason I'm responding to this is because this is one of those stories where, for me, this provides motivation. This provides a form of inspiration, knowing that I'm not the only bad chooser, right? I'm not the only bad picker. And it makes you think, well, damn, where are the real women? Where are the loyal, caring, sweet, feminine women? Does that even exist, or is it just a fantasy? What I've learned from this video is that women want passionate sex too. They crave sex just as much as you do. The only problem is they want it to be they wanted to fulfill some type of fantasy in their minds. Now, believe it or not, even though this woman had an affair with another man a co-worker, right? Not only did this woman have an affair with a co-worker and she got pregnant, that relationship is going to fall apart as well, if it has not already fell apart. And I'm saying that because, again, when women have children, their attitude towards the guy that they just had a child with, like all the sweetness, all the caring, it goes to the child, right? It's taken from you and it's given to the child. Most men can tell you that this is what happened to them. Oh my gosh, I got with my girl and she was so sweet. And then what I also learned is that being called insecure is just a way for that woman to control how you think, right? She's trying to control how you think and what you think about, because being insecure just means that something is not secure, meaning one of the legs is going to collapse and one of the legs is weak and is going to break and cause everything to collapse. The biggest thing that I've learned from this video is your woman, your wife, your girlfriend can be taken, but it makes me ask the question, was she really yours in the first place? Because men keep saying, hey, just enjoy your turn. You are just getting a turn. You are renting this woman. You do not get to own her. You do not get to keep her. And as I see this, I'm like, damn, we're starting to see this a whole lot more. This is why I say, fellas, focus on yourself. Focus on what you're looking to accomplish. Focus on what is important to you, right? We have two people in the world. You have helpers and you have creators. You have to figure out which one you are. This will help you with your purpose. If you're a helper, that means you're getting something out to the masses. That job is just as important as the creator. The difference between the two is creativity, right? But somebody may be better at the business side of it, making sure it gets out to the masses. So focus on your mind, your body, and your finances. Meditate, read, and exercise. These things are life-changing because you want to be able to move around on your own strength. You want to be able to think things through. Now, I'm glad to see and hear that this man did not crash out, because this was a easy way, or this definitely could have happened. I mean, come on, marriage, affair, and then you come home pregnant after man, come on, that's crazy. But what we also noticed here was women being sexually liberated. When women are sexually liberated, these are the things that happen. They bring home babies, right? It's not just the fact that they going out and they cheating. It's the fact that they're bringing babies home. Now, we'll say this woman has some decency, or she had decency enough to at least tell the man that she was cheating and that she was pregnant with a child that is not his. At least she didn't put, you know, a child on his back like a lot of other women would. But
Mr. Lee, you are not the father.
all y'all women would, but it still sucks. This is why I say adapt to this dating market, because committed relationships are short term. In our minds, right, we think that they're long term because we have this thing in us where we want to provide and protect. But that woman, her mind, her mentality, she is based on how she feels. She's looking to feel good, and she's looking to feel good as much as she possibly can, fellas. This is what you must understand. Otherwise, you're gonna go through what this man went through. You're gonna go through what I went through. I've been cheated on as well, and I've been on both sides. I've seen women cheat. I've been the guy that women have cheated with, and I've been cheated on. So I can see it from both perspectives. Usually when a woman is cheating with me, I usually don't know about it until after, and I'm like, damn, that sucks. But remember, how did this woman get pregnant? Friends with benefits, situationships, flings, vacay bays. This is how those things happen. As long as that woman is accessible, something's gonna happen. All right. Now, with all this being said, I have a question for you. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anybody you think this would help. Other than that, I will see you on the next one. Peace.